What's up, guys? My name is Isaiah Hill. Now, you may notice that it's going to be like this for a little bit, but I promise you it'll be better. Continuing on with my Halloween theme, like horror movies or like Halloween theme type movies. I kind of stopped the Stephen King thing like a little bit because I did Rocky Horror and that was for a friend. But anyway, I am continuing on with another Stephen King movie, well, in this case, miniseries, and that is It. Now, the interesting thing is, with It, I'm just gonna put that right there. Sorry, I was also building things, during that, so sorry that came off weird. But anyway, Stephen King's It. It's a really interesting thing because it's a miniseries, and, a lot of people know it. They know it because, they think, it's really, really scary. People have cited this as, a really scary movie, and I can see why. At times it can be pretty creepy. So, it stars before I forget, I almost forgot. It has, a set between, kind of like the movies, but separate because, in the movies, it's a little bit different. But here, it's kids and the adults. This is, where they are together. So, I wanted to say, who they are. Richard Thomas plays Stuttering Billy. Sorry, I did any chance I get. And he's played by, and when he's young, he's played by Jonathan Brandis. John Ritter plays Ben, and when he's young, he's played by Brandon Clark. Annette O'Toole plays Beverly Marsh, and as young version, she's played by Emily Perkins. Harry Anderson plays Richie Towser. Beep beep, Richie. And when he's young, he's played by Seth Green. And what's interesting about that is, guys, Seth Green. Sorry, this is just getting weird. But anyway, Dennis Christopher plays Eddie, and he's played by Adam. I can't pronounce his last name. I'm really sorry about that. If someone can pronounce his name, by all means, go ahead. Tim Reed plays Mike Hanlon. Marlon Taylor plays young Mike Hanlon. And Richard Meltzer plays Stanley. And Ben Hiller, did I say his last name, plays young Stanley. Now, interesting thing to note with the miniseries, It, you're gonna get some weird things here. Tim Curry plays It. Now, I talked about Tim Curry yesterday in Rocky Horror Picture Show. Here, he is very memorable. He is responsible for many nightmares that a lot of kids had in the 90s. He is kind of a reason why a lot of people fear clowns. Tim Curry does such a great job in this. You almost cannot believe that this is Dr. Frankfurt. He's funny, he's scary, he's trustworthy even. And that's where I kind of think he did a little bit better than Bill Skarsgård, actually, because Bill Skarsgård plays him off a little bit too creepy. Here, he's creepy, but I can see kids going to him more than Bill Skarsgård. The iconic scene with Georgie. I'll put a link down to that in the description below. But where he's just so nice to him, and it's a lot easier to believe than how Bill Skarsgård portrays him. He is just kind of creepy. I'd be no, I'm getting away from that. But anyway, in It, the miniseries, it's a 2-part miniseries. The first part kind of it's interesting because it's more like the book. More flashbacks, how it's set up. The other It movie kind of deals let's do the kids and then the adults. That kind of helps because it balances out a lot easier. It makes things move by a lot smoother. The thing is, with It, the first part, a lot of people have said the first part's the best part, while the second part's the worst part. Even the director of this, where is he? Tommy Lee Wallace, he even says the second part's not as good as the first one. A lot of people have also stated it's because it was rushed. A lot of people have said, there was, not many things they could do. Well, with It being a miniseries, you obviously can't have, too much, insane violence. The book is very violent. The new movies are violent. But here, they actually, set up, some pretty clever tricks. I mean, yeah, there's blood, but there's not, any, insane, deaths, that you can see on screen. Because I remember, this slight spoiler for the new It movie, where I was like, how are they going to do Georgie's scene? Because this one's really iconic. And I was sitting in the theater and I'm watching. I'm like, whoa. They're not messing around. They want to get him out of there. But it works. And the thing is, Pennywise here, he is more like a fun-loving. He's like a nice guy, but he's a scary guy too. Literally, the film opens up with a kid getting killed. Only Tim Curry. But the thing is, like, if you look at how the rest of the film plays out, like, the kids are phenomenal. Like, Jonathan Brandis, God rest his soul, he does a great job. All the kids do a great job playing their parts. I really like the character of Ben. Ben was always kind of my favorite, even in the book, because he kind of comes off as like this very troubled character. And Richie, like, a lot of people like him, and whenever he takes something like too far, to go beat Richie. And the remake, like, a lot, like, it's only said one time, but I don't mind. Like, this one's more faithful. The remake, like, they up the year, they change like some things, but I like how they did it. I like how this is. I actually sat through, this thing's like 3 hours long, and I sat through and I was like, you know what, it's actually pretty good. Second part, not really that good, but it could have been better, but, you know, I'm satisfied with the first part. Honestly, watching this, I'm gonna give this film a good, like, okay. The thing is that prevents it from being a great is, I feel like the whole second part's just drowsy. Like, I actually nearly fell asleep. Now, the first part, like, I was, like, anticipating. I loved it. I was just ready to go. And I watched it. I'm like, I really liked it. Then when I got to, like, the second part, I was like, I'm a little sleepy. And the thing is, I think it was just because, like, a lot of things just, like, felt rushed. And some things were slow, and some things just didn't. And it was a little bit too melodramatic. The first part of it makes it... It's almost like, literally, like the first movie. Take the first movie, but you add in gore. Then there you go. There are some pretty iconic scenes here, too. There's iconic scenes like in this. People have said, oh yeah, do you know the scene about the little boy and the clown? Do you know the scene about the bloody, like, photo album? Do you know the scene, like, where they meet? Like, where they all get together and they meet? Like, where they do all these things together? And I really like the first part, because it's like friendship. I really like how they touch up on the friendships. The first one does it, the new one does a great job touching up on friendships, but this one, like, when you see these guys together, the losers, you actually see they do care for each other, and they don't want the other one to die. And the other but in my opinion, their friendship's more genuine, because, like, the kids, like, how they are, here the friendships are more genuine. In Chapter 2, their friendships are like, wow, like, they know what they're doing. They're taking their role seriously. In fact, here's the remake. I don't have the second one yet on Blu-ray, but I will probably get to it. But I'll try. I don't know if I want to do it, because I don't want to, like, a repeat of Indiana Jones. Because Indiana Jones was probably, like, amongst, like, the worst in my opinion. But I'm just going to do these two. I'm going to leave the second one alone. But I will probably get back to the second one soon. But anyway, with it, like, how it sets the story up is really good. Tim Curry does a phenomenal job. The kids are really good. Some of the adults are good. Like, some of them, I would be surprised you don't know. Like, Richard Thomas, I know he's from, like, the show The Waltons. John Ritter, I actually like John Ritter. I've seen him, like, he's even in Chucky. He's in, like, Bride of Chucky. He's the voice of Clifford. He's in Problem Child. And he has, like, a pretty big filmography, Three's Company. He's a really good actor, and here I feel like he's the best of these actors. He passed away of a heart attack. He's in Bad Santa, and I really like him in that film. But overall, like, guys, I'll give this film a good. The thing that really saves it from being a bad, Tim Curry. The thing is, another reason why it gets good, it's mainly because the second part. Because if you watch the first part, you're going to be like, alright, I just watched the movie. You watch the second part, you're like, wait, what? There are some pretty interesting moments here. The flashbacks can get a little silly in the first part, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the characters are like a little bit too animated. Some like the dialogue comes off a little bit too campy. And yes, this is campy, but this is not campy. Now, campiness can be done right. I'm a fan of the original Batman series. I like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I like campy movies. But here, like, I felt like the campiness kind of got in the way of, like, some things. Like, for example, like, Tim Curry's, like, one day, like, he's in one scene, he's, like, teasing them, and he's, like, doing, like, all these random things, saying jokes. And the infamous, wah-ha, wah-ha, wah-ha. Like, what is that? What is that? Like, what's the whole point of that? But it works because Tim Curry comes off as just, like, a funny guy. And the balloons, like, a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, what's the deal with the balloons? Well, you gotta read the book. The book, on the other hand, I really do enjoy. The book is dark, it's grisly, and it features a really infamous scene. The scene, like, that many people who even, like, think of it, they're like, oh my god, yeah, I know what that is. And the thing is, I like how they practically left that out in the remake of it. I haven't seen the new It movie yet, but I want to see it, but I do know about the friendships. But overall, guys, I would say check this out. If you have seen this, if you've seen this, I guess this one hurt check out. I mean, yeah, it's pretty dated. Some things are, like, not as good as they were, but I recommend that you guys check this out. I think that you guys would enjoy it. Overall, guys, it's a good movie. It's not a bad movie. It's not a horrible movie by any means, but I don't think it is great or amazing. But stay tuned for tomorrow, because then I'm going to talk about this. Yeah, I got a lot to say on that one. But anyway, guys, sorry that the videos have been, again, lower. When I was sick, it was actually, like, pretty difficult to keep talking, but I have gotten better. So I can now talk, I can now do all these things. But this one, I feel like I didn't have that much to say, because, like, a lot of people, like, particularly, like, Nostalgia Critic, like, he talks about these, like, in great depth, and I felt like I couldn't do anything, really, about it. But overall, guys, thank you so much for checking out the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you guys wish to see more videos like this or my Let's Plays, by all means, subscribe. If you guys want to share this with your friends and family, by all means, go ahead. If you guys want to ask, say, or request something, by all means, just comment down below. The thing is, one more thing before I go. Before you check this out, be aware it was a TV miniseries. It's not a feature-length film. It has, like, the feel of a feature-length film, but it's a miniseries. 3 hours long, guys. Enjoy. My name's Isaiah Hill, signing off.